All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Jima Nicholas. I'm a final year student, University of Ghana, reading Bachelor of Arts Economics and Statistics. And as high school, my interest lies in youth development and career development session. So I've had the privilege to speak at, quite a number of on-campus events and off-campus events regarding youth development and career development. So today I'm here to share about a topic that I'm much more passionate about. And I've titled my presentation, The Future of Women and Leadership, making it in an ever-changing world, right? So navigating career development in the age of AI and digital transformation. But before I continue, I want to ask a question. If you were to master a skill just right now, instantly, that would change your life, what skill would it be? What did it say? Virtual, that's very excellent. Yes, who else? Thank you. Who else? If we were to just automatically get that skill right now, what skill would it be? Programming, that's what I say. First really wow. That guy likes money. All right. So these skills that you mentioned are very important, but you know you don't just get them as a goal. You need to make some conscious effort to attain them. Now, this is how maybe we know how you should do it over the years. You go to office 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you sit there all the time. But things are changing. And now people are employing or diverting to what? Remote working and teleworking. Work from the comfort of your home. But this one comes at a cost. And the cost is about your skill. If you do not upskill, your skills are going to be obsolete and you are going to leave you behind. So yes, the teleworking works fine. You work from the comfort of your home, your TV, everything is there. You don't join long traffic hours, the car, and other stuff. But as I said earlier, it comes at a cost, which is you making sure that you are up to date with every skill that is required to stay relevant in this kind of work. As I said earlier, the traditional 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. jobs are becoming less common. We are all adapting to the increasing digital transformation. So it comes with flexibility, and because of that, you can work 24/7. You don't need to, it's going on and on and on. It doesn't just end when the work closes. People can work from the comfort of their homes at any time during the day. So work has actually shifted from physical labor to knowledge-based. So there is not a time where you actually, we need manpower, no. Now it is about what is here that makes you relevant. It's not about your strength, it's not about your muscles or anything. It's about the skill and the value that you have as a student, as a person, or as a person in the corporate world that makes you relevant to the part of the particular work that you are doing. So next, I want to talk about the evolution of work again. So impact of technology. Technology is actually changing everything, and you are a tech guy, so you know much more about that when I speak of that, so I don't really need to bore you with the details. Automation and AI are actually changing the job market. Now, HRs don't even take time to read your CV. AI screens them. If your CV matches the job description, fine. If not, they move on to the next candidate. Now, digital transformation also affects how we work, we hire, and grow. So you do not submit your letter to a hard copy to PwC that you want to work again. No. Now everything is online. You apply online, do your interview online, sometimes go in person. I mean, during the last day, go in person, and you are going online also. So employees, you to be relevant in this particular work, this particular world that is about, I mean, this revolution that's happening, you need to stay competitive. And you really need to harness and hunt for skills to make you relevant in this particular job, this particular world that we are entering into. So I'll talk about impact of technology and how workplace is changing and teleworking is becoming the order of the day. Remote work and hybrids are now the new norm, as I said earlier. We are much more tilted or entering into a world where you do not spend long hours in traffic to get to the office. You work from the comfort of your homes and everything goes on just smoothly. So, as I said, in this kind of world, the teleworking, your skills are very important. And it comes as a cost. The cost is you making sure that you develop a long life learning habits. Your learning doesn't complete when you graduate. Now, to stay relevant, you need to be learning all the time because things are changing very fast. So if you slack, we leave you behind again. So this teleworking comes with you mastering this particular tool, such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Slack, Asana, and Notion. All these virtual apps and product management apps. You need to really master them. So virtual teams are global. Now, we are breaking free from the traditional workspace management. You can even be working with teammates all over the world, and you've been working with them for years, but you've not even met them before. That is the kind of world that we are entering into right now. How can you adapt as a student or as a young professional now entering into the field of work? You have to build strong digital communication skills. We talk of email etiquettes. Think that, oh, it's not something that you are there already, okay? So if you've not gotten these skills or started to learn them, you need to start right now. Then learn to work independently. So when I say work independently, I don't mean that you working on your own. So the teleworking or the remote working comes that you are the comfort, you are at your own comfort zone. So nobody will tell you what to do. So you need to develop that habit that I'm receiving less permission from HR or anybody. So I need to really be my own boss and keep to whatever I'm doing. Because Students, when you are doing virtual meetings, virtual classes, we do a lot of things. You know what we do. You'll be cooking at the same time during the class. But if you try to do all this stuff in this kind of work we are entering, you are not going to succeed and you are going to be left behind. So that's why by you learning to work independently, learn to work without supervision, without somebody telling you that go and work, go to your office or anything. Now, the last one is also stay productive using time management strategies. You are working out of your comfort zone. And in product and project management, things are going on rapidly. So if you try to delay time, procrastinate, and keep all these kind of skills and this kind of bad behaviors, you are going to be left behind once again. Okay, so things like procrastination doesn't suffice in this kind of world we are entering. So if you have them, you know we submit assignment at 11:59. You are yes, you did that. But in the field of work, it doesn't work that way. Okay, deadlines are very strict and you need to adhere to them. Now I'll talk about another thing, which is jobs of the future. I'm sure most of you are research and you know this already. It's not every job that's going to be relevant in the next 20, 30 years. Probably you know that already. Exactly. And how are you preparing towards that? So I made a research this morning and from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that is the main data organization in the US, in charge of their data collection and everything. They listed these top 5 industries as the fastest growing industries. One is AI and machine learning, where most of you are already, and data science and analysis, cybersecurity, renewable energy, and healthcare and biotechnology. So just make your projections. The work you want to do in the future, are they listed over here? If not, you need to ask you once again. So the key that I want you to get over here is that 8 out of the 10 fastest growing occupations will be tech related. So if you are in tech, good news for you. Then to actually be in this top 5, or what this top 5 industries actually require is that you need to stay ahead by learning emerging technologies. You see, learning skill is sometimes uncomfortable because you need to complete that 10 to 11 hours YouTube video tutorial to get that. Because yes, it's very difficult. We always very difficult. And some of us that you'll be going to Udemy, you start a course, you never end, go to jump to another one and everything, but you really need to get to them. I know, I've just mentioned someone struggle. So you really need to stick to them, okay? Make your future projections and everything and really stick to them. So you stay ahead by learning emerging technologies and focus on skill that remain relevant in the future. As I said, not all the skill you might be learning will be relevant in the next 10, 20 years. So you really need to be assessing yourself daily. The skill that you are learning, is it going to be relevant in the next 10, 20 years? All right. So now this is a role of tech in career, right? As I said earlier, your hiring process, you are using online application, ATS, AI, integrated ATS is screening your CV, and even the training, after you've been employed, the training and the onboarding sessions are also being done online, in mentoring programs and virtual coaching. Workplaces have changed. Telework and virtual offices are now the new now, okay? And AI-powered performance evaluation. So usually when you go to the workplace, or previously, let me put it that way because you are not in that system again. So to actually evaluate a worker, you set your questionnaires, you print hard copy, you distribute it to them, and they all tick. Now it's not that way. Everything is digital and AI integrated. What I want to tell you that adaptability is no longer an option, it's a requirement. If you don't get anything today, this one wants to keep in your head. For you to change, it's not like you want to change, you must change, else we leave you behind. Okay, now these are skills, some skills that you need to succeed in this kind of world we are talking about. So now we have the technical skills, which are data literacy and analytics. You need to be data literate. Okay, you need to be able to analyze data, make informed decisions with the data that you are collecting. Then coding and AI understanding. You need to get in that it's not more basic. You need to get understanding, clear detailed understanding in coding and AI understanding. AI-related works and projects, and exam collaboration and remote working. Even in the office space, you are still working online because you won't work from compliance office to treasury department that you are going for something or going for a particular folder. Everything is done online right now. So you really need to learn how to use all these collaborative tools, such as Asana, Notion, Trello, and all those other tools. Now, the soft skills. One of you during the presentation mentioned that, yes, it's very important. You might have the hard skill, but if you don't have the soft skill, it's not the best. You are not going to succeed. So you need to adapt and have some conscious skills that are really sort of like critical thinking and problem solving. Okay, most in your schools you learn critical thinking and everything. Please take it serious. Okay, then adaptability and resilience. As I said earlier, adaptability is no longer an option. You really have to adapt. Then leadership and emotional intelligence. You really need to be emotionally intelligent because somebody might just throw something at you, and in the tough situation, how you act when project is not going as it should, how you act, things like public speaking, presentations, and everything. You really need to learn all these stuff to stay relevant in this kind of world that we are entering to. The mindset shift that I want you to keep is be a lifelong learner. Learning it doesn't end when you vacate. It doesn't end when you graduate. It doesn't end when you get a 4.0. No. Okay? It's a long process that you really need to keep up to. Then don't just look for jobs. You have to build the skill that will attract those opportunities. People complain, yes, there are no jobs. But ask yourself, if you have to give me that job right now, do you have the skill that is required to do that particular job? Okay, so you don't just have to be looking for jobs just like that. You have to build a skill that will attract the opportunity so that when the job comes, you'll be in a good position to be a top candidate. Now, I just want to give you a preview of the African job market and its challenges right now. So approximately we have about 1.4 billion on this continent, right? Out of which 8% of them are baby boomers. And these people, the youngest of them should be 61 years right now. And 61 means they are heading toward retirement. And in no time, they'll be leaving their jobs. And when they go off, which people comes after? The Gen X's. They are coming and they are 14%. 8%, let's assume that all the baby boomers even had a job. Okay? If they all go off and the Gen X people are taking over, matching 14% towards 8%, you know there's going to be a gap. And that's going to be, all those people in that gap are going to be unemployed. So roughly 89 million of the people in Gen X alone are going to be unemployed. This analysis actually excludes millennial, Gen Z, you and I. So this analysis actually excludes that. So only the Gen X people are, 89 million of them are going to be unemployed. How much more when we add from millennial up to the generation that is started long ago? Okay, so I want you to keep this. It's no longer about who graduates first, it's about who evolves first. You can graduate, but if you don't have the skill it takes, someone who graduated recently with a required skill will come and overpass you. All right. So how do you then stay competitive? I list these 3 ways that you can actually secure your future. One is you need to be intentional about your growth. Intentional, people often downplay intentionality. Intentionality is when you having the mindset that this thing is uncomfortable, yes, I will do it. This thing is weird, so I will do it because I have a long-term projection about it, and I know when I study or master this, where it's going to take me. So yes, staying long hours, YouTube video, running through Udemy, Academy, and all are going to be uncomfortable. But you have to be intentional about learning all those things. Okay, so you're looking over the trenches and the hindrances that you encounter and making a long-term projection about how valuable those skills are going to be important to you in the long run. So I want you to look at the long run. Don't be myopic. Don't look at current habits. Project your view. Look at the future where you actually learn this skill. Being the boss of your own, being a sought-after candidate, being a master of that skill. How does it feel? I want you to start feeling that emotion right now. And those will propel you to overlook all those kind of hindrances that you are encountering right now. Then the second one is, I want you to ditch the school is enough mindset. We all know the schools are supposed to teach us something that they are not teaching, right? What are you doing about it? Okay, you don't expect your lecturer to always come to your class and be running you through step by step how to run a code. No, you need to do some things on your own. It's your future. If you have a degree and you don't have the required skill to do that particular job, It's basically good for nothing. Then I want you to also use a skilled, what I call a skilled mind map, to actually know that are you mastering the required skill that you need to thrive? What is a skill mind map? So basically, you know this phrase already, the best investment you can make is in yourself. And when you're making an investment, you see to it that you get the intended results. So you go long and breadth to make sure that you get that. So you investing in yourself means that you overlooking all those kind of challenges that you are facing right now and going through them and excelling. So then I'll run you through briefly what a skill mind map is. So it's basically a tool that is used by HR in large organizations to track whether they have the required talents, the required people in the job, in their company, and to track employees. But you can also use that to track the skill that you are mastering, whether you have them or not. So basically, it's like a SWOT analysis. Okay, so it helps you to identify your skill over time, whether your skill is doing a stint or you are mastering the required skill or the right skill. So it helps you to identify, as I said earlier, your strengths, your weakness, and areas that you can actually improve. So first, to build it, you start with a career goal in the center. Okay, let me see if I think I have it. I want to show it to you. So this is how a skill mind map is. I designed this morning with Mario. You can design it on your own also. So this is someone who wants to make it in tech. It could be any tech-related job, Python, Power BI, you know, they require maybe a person is a data scientist or a data analyst, right? So you know that this is the technical skill that you have or you must acquire. The red stands for skills that you don't have right now. And the yellow legend stands for what you have, but it needs improvement. And the green stands for what you've mastered. Okay, so if you take something like technical skill, you know that you need Python. How good is your coding in Python? Yellow means you need more improvement. Go to SQL, green, quite good. ML, machine learning, 0. So you need to really keep this regularly to know that am I actually mastering the required skill that the industry that I want to enter requires me of. Okay, then soft skill, you go communication, quite good enough, critical thinking, not really, but then your leadership skill is also 0. Trust me, you are being going to be bullied in the workplace all the time. So you really need to track this on your own to actually observe yourself and analyze whether you are mastering the required skill that you should. Okay, then you go to certifications and tools. Maybe the person wants to be a CFA in the future, but then have you been able to attain that particular certificate? Maybe yours could be Google Data Analytics, the certification. Have you been able to achieve it or are you on your way? So I want you to picture this and do or make one for yourself, okay? And go through it often to review yourself and know the required skill that you should have and how to actually make progress in the learning journey that you are actually doing. So after that, you make a monthly review and progress tracking. So you update a new skill that you've learned. So you've been able to learn, if you've been able to master the Python, you switch it to green, okay? Then on and on it goes. Then you track your certifications and everything. I wanted to run you through how to do one, but then because of time, you can actually search online on how to do a skill map. Okay, it's very easy, and I just made this point, so you can also do it in one. So it helps you to assess your current skill set. Okay, that is the project, the tool I talked about. Now, how jobs were found before? I talked about this earlier. Is first you send your letter to the company or you read a newsletter or a newspaper, then you apply. Now, things are changing, right? Online tools such as LinkedIn, Jobberman, and Glassdoor are all becoming the new norm. Okay, and you know about LinkedIn already. Maybe another session or another in the future, I'll talk about LinkedIn. I talk about it a lot, but you know about this already. So why LinkedIn is actually powerful compared to the other job application tool is that it connects you with the recruiter. Okay. Other online application tools, you don't really get to message the recruiters and everything. But LinkedIn, you can showcase your achievement and project, and you can inbox the recruiter directly to inquire more about the job description or what to be expected of you as future candidates. Okay. Then, aside all these applications and online tools, what I want you to know is that networking is still the key. Okay. You can have the right skill set, but trust me, if you do not know if you've not been able to network effectively with the recruiter or know someone who can really link you to that, you know it already. I don't really need to go much into it. So leverage LinkedIn and other professional communities for your career growth. And I just wanted to run you through it briefly. Now, in the world of AI, and you don't really need to, or maybe if you are shy discussing your career goals with a career counselor or anything, there are online computer-assisted career programs that you can actually look out for. You can check out tools like Discover and CG Plus. They will all help you to actually know the requirements for you. So it has an online career assessment test that you take. It identifies your strengths, your interests, and everything. And based on that, it makes you some suggestions and the kind of work that you can actually try, given your score on the test. Now, I want to end with this. Career planning should be data-driven, not a guesswork. You don't just wake up, I want to be a data analyst. No. Okay, you really need to make your research and get much more detailed. And based on that, you can make your informed decision. So with this, I bring my presentation to an end. It's a pleasure. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, guys, so we've come to the end of our program, of our hackathon, and we have announced the winners. You would give a vote of thanks, and after that, we take your joy away. And then we have more food at the back. So we would serve another food for you to go ethically. So I'm giving a vote of thanks. So and mentors and speakers and our brilliant participants. Want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making this event a success. Your husband. So we want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making this event a success. Your contributions have inspired us all. And to our dedicated volunteers, our partners, and everyone who took time out of their busy schedule, we really appreciate your support. To our incredible participants again, this is just the beginning of your journey. We encourage you to continue pushing the boundaries of innovation, learning, and network. The future belongs to those who dare to create, and we believe you'll be the next Elon Musk or more of tomorrow. So, yes, would announce the second runner-up first, and then the winner. So for the second runner-up, someone will then to announce them and they'll get their picture.
Everyone. I mean, it has been a long day, right?
Have you learned something actually in this? Yeah, issue. You've learned something in this account. Well, there is a score for everyone, as you know. That amounts to the winner selections. I'm going to announce the second runner. Yes, the second runner. I believe you know yourself. Oh, I don't believe in yourself. I can lead the team. Anyways, this team actually gave a very brilliant solution, right? Personally, I like their presentation because it takes a voice to announce a solution, and they gave such a brilliant idea. On this note, with a well-rounded approach to problem solving and interesting additional features to give, I announced Team Medical as the second runner-up for this. So I believe will give more context to the awareness. But now let's take a picture here. Someone, where is it? It actually comes with some price here, which there is actually another price that will be announced later. But if you, I mean, the top three winners. So stay in touch. I'll tell you announce it.
Okay, so good evening once again. So before I announce the first runner up, I would like to do something. So two things. So no one here is a loser. So congrats on all of you. Yeah, you've done so well. It's not easy to start something like this. And also another suggestion. So everything now is AI. There's also another career path you can actually take or consider. It can be like a secondary option, which is cybersecurity. This is because you can't hear. Okay, so we've been speaking about AI, but there's another career path you can actually add up to your AI or your programming or whatever, which is cybersecurity. Because right now there are like a bunch of AI applications being launched, like the whole place, like everything now is AI. Which means there's going to be a lot of like vulnerabilities and issues coming up. So you can also consider cybersecurity as a secondary career. Okay. So for our first runner up, I would like to announce Team Edumov as
The winning team after today's program is Edwin Beach.
Happy day and a lovely moment. I'm satisfied, I'm happy, everything. I mean, satisfied as Right.
So let's give an award for the outstanding female participant. So our outstanding female participant is Nanabina from Team 6.
Wow.
Take a picture.
Thank you. All right, so as I said earlier, today has been today has been inspiring. I've learned a lot, and I know we've all learned a lot. And as the judge said, no one is going to do that. Let's think of the count where we have to select among the three, and then the other person so so I would like to call is it cramming? Yes, to do that.
I'm not the judge again. And I'm not the. I am Shadrach Benson. And I'm here to represent the GitHub campuses. We're part of the few sponsors for this hackathon. We are proud to see that we have some stickers for you guys. For the top 3 teams, I have some t-shirt coupons to give you from GitHub. and you can order it from the GitHub shop online. It will be delivered to your doorstep straight from the New York without a fee. Wow. Thank you. Stay in touch, and I hope to see some of you doing campus experts. If you are here in level 300, and you have a GitHub account, which is more than 6 months, you want to become a campus expert, please see me after the event. Then I can put in a recommendation for you to become the next campus expert for University of Ghana.
On behalf of the team, I would like to say thank you to all that's on the 18th, that's how come I finished that. Thank you to all the respondents and participants that made this program a successful one. So we hope it's ready to pray with prayer. Let's close our eyes. And before we pray, I would like us to have all the empty bottles so that we just drop them in the room. The big grandmother will drop them, take away my scripture. And then you can take the alcohol water. It will be not later than 3 days. Okay, so people then pray for the donations.
Let's great.
Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, thank you for all that you have us. The name of grace and wisdom and stuff, and we say our grateful unto you. Thank you for gathering us all here once again under you. But everything has gone well according to your plans with you, but I continue to be with us, guide and protect us, bless and mentor, let each and every one that participated in this teaching. You Lord, and continue to see us through over the rest of the week, everybody, you take us in the words of the we bless you and thank you. This is very thankful.
So that's it. Thank you.
So first we open Bible. So in one, you come and take a picture on the credit taking. You haven't taken it. Yes. So in one, you come and take a picture in till 9.